Hi, welcome to OMAT. Let's get right into talking about it. How do we want to deal with disappointment? Maybe we did everything right. We took on our responsibilities, we followed through, we did all the things on the list that we needed to do, and the outcome was exactly not what we wanted. How do we want to respond? Let's think about how we're asking our children to respond to disappointment. What would we like to see out of our kids when they're not happy with their results? A lot of times we tell them they could be sad, disappointed, but they need to calm down. They need to still live life, do the next right thing. Are we asking our children for things that we can't do? Is this a responsibility that we can take on to calm ourselves down, to take on the disappointment, to be sad, and to continue doing our life? Is that reasonable, manageable, doable? Let's ask ourselves that, and then we could maybe find the next right step. Let's get present. We won't know where to go unless we are right here, right now. What happened yesterday is not right now. What's going to happen tomorrow is not right now. Let's look around and see that nothing is after us. We can be calm. Let's see if we can calm ourselves down. Sometimes rolling the shoulders back and down relaxes me a little bit. Maybe rolling my head gets me a little present. Maybe just a deep, 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 deep inhale. And just when I think I can't inhale anymore, I inhale some more and then let out a big sigh. And everything comes out. And we can stay present and get into our first exercise. Gratitude. Now, this is not we're making up what to be positive about so we could always be in a good head. We could always be happy. We are not looking for always being happy. Imagine somebody who's always cheery, always happy. Nothing ever gets them sad. We're allowed to be sad. We're allowed to be all of these emotions. We're not looking for happiness here. We are looking to notice what we already have that we can say thank you for. It's a focus. Shift your focus and see what you can be thankful for. Even if it's just one thing, let's look for that thing right now. Let's wrap for now, shifting our focus into having some water, and then shifting into getting into a minute of a break from these thoughts that we're having. A minute to focus on a thought that we're going to decide to think about. And every time we lose that focus, because we might, the exercise is to come back to what we said we would focus on. Let's make a decision. What would you like to focus on? Sometimes I focus on calming my body down with every exhale, maybe relaxing a muscle. Sometimes I picture someone massaging me from head to toe, even in 1 minute. Let's see what happens when we focus on something. Sitting in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed, breathe. As we come back, let go of this exercise by having some water and moving on. Let's go into our writing. Write anything. If there's something that you want to speak to somebody, but you know it will have consequences if it is out loud, try writing it down, ripping it up, and throwing it out. Allow that energy to be passed through into the paper and then into the garbage. But that's the practice, to get to write anything, even if it's loud, obnoxious, sad, angry, rude. Let's write. Wherever you are in your head, write it right now. Let's wrap for now. Find some water, allow that to help us move on, because you might have written something that you think, hey, that's not like me. All right, you're not handing in your manifesto. Let's keep going. Let's go into our yoga, into any kind of stretch. If you could stand right now. Let's get to the top of our mat or any space on the ground and start. Inhale the arms out and up. And if you can only reach so high, that's where you can reach. If you can reach towards the ceiling, go ahead and do it. And when you're ready, fold forward and hang over your feet. Feel the stretch in your back. Bend your knees as much as you want to here. And when you're ready, straighten out the knees, halfway lift with a flat back, looking up. All right, let's get into a high plank. Plant your palms down where they are, step your feet back into a high plank, and then slowly lower your body all the way to the ground. Then push against the ground, and your head comes up, your chest comes up. You can also come up onto your forearms here, and that's a Sphinx pose. And when you're ready, we'll meet in down dog. I like to bend my knees here, and then hips up into an upside down V. And maybe holding this pose if that feels good. Maybe making small movements here before you walk forward and start rising up, meeting your palms above the head, exhaling them down to the center of the chest. And we're not in a rush. There's time for water. You might notice that your body's a little warm. See if you can find some gratitude in that. You don't have to enjoy it, but you could find some gratitude in that. And let's get into our plank in a moment. Get your mind ready. Let yourself know you are willing to do this. This is what we're going to do, not forever, for this next minute. Get in that ready position. We're going in 3, 2, 1, up in plank pose. These are the first few seconds here. Use this time to get up in the pose and settle into it. And that's 10 seconds. If you haven't started, you know, now is a good time to start. Get present. In this present moment, we are planking. We're strong. We are 20 seconds in. And as you stay in this pose, it gets more challenging. See if you can relax yourself for 30 seconds, even though you're using all of your muscles. What does that feel like? Sometimes I follow my breath almost as if I'm trying to meditate in this pose for 20 more seconds. Use any of the tricks. Experiment with tricks. Speak to yourself encouragingly. See what words work for 10 more seconds. But let's find that strength. Just what we have for today. Let's put it in here for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Come down off your plank and take your time. Catch your breath. Stretch your way back. Have some water. Have a moment to yourself to say, what did I just do? Okay, let's keep going. Let's go into this minute where we can be proud of ourselves. Let's look around and see what needs our attention for just a moment. What is a quick thing that we can do? But take maybe 10 seconds to think about it so that you calm yourself down. If you're in a rush, what do I do? What do I do? Do not use that energy. Calm down before you take on a task. Let's see, let's experiment. Take it on now. Let's wrap for now. Transition by having a sip of water. Continuing to move into our next exercise, no matter how that went, no matter if we were disappointed or happy, wanted to stay there to catch more happiness, we're going to let it go no matter how it went and get into this connection minute. Now, if we don't know how or who to get in touch with, we could spend this minute going, well, if I were to connect, how would I want to connect? And that's all right, to connect with the thought, with the feeling, or connect with someone. Let's get into that connection muscle right now. Let's wrap for now. Have some water. Maybe notice that some or all of these exercises were a little wonky, a little off today. I love that for you. Way to practice. Let's keep going. Let's see what this final exercise could feel like. Put some intention into it. I'm going to do it nice and strong. Let's see what that feels like. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Move your body. Move your body. This is what we're doing in present time. In order to stay in the present time, moving the body is useful right now. That's 10 seconds in. And let's make sure we are putting some energy into it. Even if it's a light energy just for today, put the energy that you have. That's 20 seconds. Making sure that we're breathing. Making sure that we're focused. And for 30 seconds, let's keep going. If we're not hurting ourselves, if we didn't start, let's start now. Let's get present in this present moment. We have 20 more seconds of movement to do. Can you get a little more strength into there? If you can, great. If you can't, keep moving in that way. For 10 more seconds, give this what you have. Whatever your body and mind can do for today. For 3, 2, 1, and you're done. That is what today's exercises looks like on our body and mind. How does that feel? Thank you for taking OMAT today.